A little bit later on than it normally is, but we had a lot to go over with the live stream, new things coming into MCOC. But let's go over the side quest week 4. Vaults of Variance, week 4. Cheelth doing a lot of work, which is weird because Cheelth also did a lot of work in the very early, I think actually the second week she did a lot of work. So let's see what exactly she's been doing well, and also the lead up of the quest. Also, to you all, the reminder about using saga champions. Make sure to use them. Also with Mysterium, make sure to manage your Mysterium in the Trader's Outpost and keep some Mysterium back, mainly because it is coming close to the reset of the research grants. It just means you're in early to kind of grab them, so they're there sitting. You don't have to worry about balancing and managing your Mysterium. You've bought them all outright. You're completely chill and you're completely fine. So make sure to do that. If you don't know how this event works, you've got to do solo events with or do fights with in the solo event, just with saga-based champions. You may have been interested in this one, may have not. Next week is this month's side quest actually looks a lot better. Anyway, right, paths. 2 paths, of course it is. In the pathways side quest element, you go in, you get your little bit of your entry, you're then able to go further. Now I've done this so I can't showcase. I will showcase the fights, they're always on screen, so they're going to be throwing on, I think, now. Champions, look, face off against Mysterio, Hulkbuster, Warlock, Guardian. I don't know if there might be, infamous Iron Man's there as well. That's in the lower part, the tech path side of things. Using any kind of cosmic champion is going to be effective. Look out for saga-based champions because they get the Thing boost, Thing Saga boost, which is he gets rock stacks, gets a Fury passive, does a bit more damage. Nice, nice. Anything to look out for? Well, I would recommend putting in a Power Steel immune option for Mysterio, and maybe a shock immune or counter, like a auto block counter for Guardian, like True Sense. I nearly said the wrong champion. Anyway, True Sense with Hulkbuster, Hercules, and anything that's got a True Strike. Venom, Null as well. Another good option there. Anything that's got that as part of their kit can be helpful. Also, Odin. Other than that, nothing really to worry about. These paths are nothing to worry about. And same with the Mutant Path. Top path, you'll face Havok, Storm Pyramid X, Dani Moonstar, Bishop, stryfe, and maybe bring in an armor buff champion against Havok. A really strong counter for Bishop, like is it infamous Iron Man, Prowler, anything really. Like a lot of the techs that have got any, I can't remember what the effect is called, but a Mega Sentinel has it. It's that one that suppresses prowess. But also you've got any kind of like strong tech champion is relatively good here. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's focus on Vaults of the Variance. Number 4. You'll go off to the left-hand side. Your first path will be Thing. I will be showcasing footage of each fight as it's on screen right now. You've got 2 to tango, counter tactics, power to cower, release valve, rubber band, pick me up, cross counter, and the fact that if you're not bleeding the champion, he'll probably get rock stacks. You might want to like bring in a champion. You don't have to bring in a champion that is sort of slow debuff, a grit passive or a grit buff, or a hard counter to Unstoppable, like Falcon, part of the kit, and also Cap Infinity War. If you don't want to do that, I recommend using those champions. But Cheelth does this fight easily. If not, you're going to have to focus on knocking down the defender once he throws a special attack. Not easily done because of Unstoppable, okay? Unblockable, sorry. That's where you got to like find a good in to go parry heavy. Now, if he's got rock stacks building, he's going to get Unstoppable. So you might want to play into, as I said, the counters, slow debuffs. Captain Britain's recent buff is really good. Silk, if you get the rotations right. Red Guardian, Dani Moonstar, Purgatory. Class disadvantage, probably don't recommend that. Stealthy. Silver Centurion, parry heavy, easy. She-Hulk, Shang-Chi. Those are some great options. Just focus on that knockdown. When you get that beat the buzzer or the cross counter pop up, and it should be absolutely fine. Don't overcomplicate things. Just use some of the champions I mentioned and you'll be fine. By the way, write-up in the description. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. There's always a write-up in the description. And there's a write-up in the description. So, we've also got Gladiator Hulk. Gladiator Hulk. Okay, this champion, Cheelth again. User. She is very, very good. Slow debuff counters. Hard counters to kind of unblockable. Unstoppable even. It's late when I'm recording this. Like, brain's not working. But SP2 rotations. Probably going to do a bit more damage. I just focused on the SP1. I didn't really care too much. But yeah, just keep that distance on the SP1. Suppress that unblockable. And you... Unstoppable. Stop saying the wrong thing. Suppress that unstoppable. And you'll be fine. Honestly, nothing really to worry about here. Don't overread it. Just make sure you get your SP1 rotation down against Gladiator Hulk. I didn't. I messed up. And I got hit. But it didn't matter because I had the right counter. I suppressed unstoppable. I'm good. Luke Cage. Easy fight. Made even easier if you've got special lock immune champions. You've just got to get a rotation around. Treat this like encroaching stun. Get close to that timer where it's going to go degen on you and throw an SP1 or an SP2. If you get special locked, that again is a problem. However, if you bring Gallon, Carolina Dean, Phoenix, the Serpent or Vox, you'll probably find that your special lock immunity as part of the kit of those champions is probably going to see you through, and I don't think you can have any worry. I just felt that as long as I kept my distance from the champion, which, of course, you know, as part of him getting unblockable passive, unblockable passive from specials, you just got to keep distance off that SP1 or SP2 that the champion can throw. An accident prone, you could, there's out there, skill-based champions that shrug off the debuff effects. That could be an option to make sure you don't get special locked, because if you get special locked, you can't throw a special. If you can't throw a special, you're going to get a degen passive on you. This is why I opted for Vox. And I think there's... What did I... Oh, yeah. Like, I think I'm... The footage I was showcasing up for Mysterium earlier on in the video was to point out that he is a good counter for him, but I think that was wrong, and I think I should have used King Groot. Anyway, reasons. Okay, we're going to finish off now with the final fight, which is Mole Man. But yeah, if you use Carolina Dean, Gallon, Phoenix, Serpent, Vox, or just get your rotation in right when it comes close to that degen passive to then throw it. But if you've got a special lock on you, you're screwed. Skill champions are an alternative option. Anyway, sorry. Moving on to the final fight. The final fight is Mole Man. So for Mole Man, there is nothing to worry about with this fight. If you want anything to worry about, Shock Tether, just keep your distance with Shock Immune champions. If you, and I think the footage I'm showcasing is Storm. If you've got a Shock based champion that powers up with it in mind, there's some from the tech. There's definitely Bishop, but Shock Immune champions, maybe not. Mutant-based champions, fine. Just make sure you're proactive with hitting Mole Man. And it's not as complex as it seems. Fight or flight basically means as well, same thing. Keep your distance. You know, keep your distance for a little while. Go back in again with Unstoppable. I think this is probably one of the easier fights. As I said, I used Storm. Easy to use. And we've got Chum the Waters. Whenever the attacker dodges an attack, both champions inflicted with a heal block debuff and taunt debuff. You could use a skill-based champion if that was a worry, but there's no concerns. I honestly think that you'd be reading too much into this if you felt there was any concerns from these fights. Of these four, providing you got the right counters for Thing, Gladiator Hulk, you're right, slow debuff counters for the win. And for the other two, any champion works. There's no issues. And that's going to be it for the video. Thank you very much for watching, supporting, and this might be the final video today, especially because over the weekend I will be trying to upgrade my setup. Fingers crossed. I've blocked out 2 days. So, yeah, see you maybe on Monday with an MCN, or not. I'll have to see how things go. But thanks for watching, thanks for the support, and I'll see you all soon. There'll probably be like pre-recorded content put out over the weekend, but I'll see you then. Bye.